Doctor. Could you explain, for the benefit of the viewers, what is the exact correct time to begin and end the I'tikaf, particularly pertaining to the last 10 days of Ramadan?
As far as beginning of I'tikaf for the last 10 days of Ramadan is concerned, there is a difference of opinion between the scholars. One group of scholars, people like Al-Awza'i, people like Al-Thawri or Imam Al-Layth, may Allah be pleased with them all, they say that I'tikaf should begin after the Fajr Salah on the 21st night. Based on the hadith which is mentioned in Sahih Bukhari, volume number 3 in the book of I'tikaf, hadith number 2034 as well as 2041, that Hazrat Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, she said that the Prophet used to do I'tikaf for the last 10 days of Ramadan, and I used to pitch the tent for him, and after Fajr Salah he used to come at the place of I'tikaf and enter the tent. So based on this hadith that the Prophet ﷺ, after offering Fajr Salah, used to come at the place of I'tikaf and enter the tent, these scholars, they say that I'tikaf should start after Fajr Salah. This is the view of Sheikh bin Baz also, may Allah have mercy on him. When he was asked that when should I'tikaf start, he said they should start after Fajr Salah of the 21st day of Ramadan, if you want to fast in the last 10 days, based on the same hadith of Hazrat Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her. But the majority of the scholars, they are the scholars, including all the 4 Aimmas, Imam Abu Hanifa, Imam Malik, Imam Shafi'i, Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal, and most of the scholars, they say that if you want to do I'tikaf in the last 10 days of Ramadan, the I'tikaf should start before the sunset of the 21st night, because the day starts with the sunset. So because if you have to do I'tikaf in the last 10 days, you have to do I'tikaf before sunset. And they say because the main aim, objective of I'tikaf is to seek Laylatul Qadr, and Laylatul Qadr is in the night. So if you have to do I'tikaf in the last 10 nights, it includes the 21st night also. And since the Prophet said, as we discussed yesterday, that seek Laylatul Qadr on the odd nights of the last 10 nights, which includes the 21st night. So if you start from Fajr, you are missing the 21st night. Therefore, most of the scholars agree that I'tikaf should start before sunset of the 21st night. And in reply to the hadith of Hazrat Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, of Sahih Bukhari, volume number 3 in the book of I'tikaf, hadith number 2034 and hadith number 2041, that Prophet Muhammad used to do I'tikaf in the last 10 days of Ramadan, and I used to pitch the tent for him, and he used to offer the Fajr Salah, and after offering Fajr Salah, he used to come at the place of I'tikaf. So what the scholars say, this hadith never says that Prophet started I'tikaf after Fajr Salah. It says the Prophet came to the place of I'tikaf, came to his tent, because he wanted seclusion from the other people after Fajr Salah. What they say, even here, it actually indicates that if Prophet has to get the night of 21st, he started I'tikaf before sunset. So the Prophet entered the mosque before sunset of the 21st night. So the I'tikaf starts before sunset, but he prayed in the mosque and he came to the place of I'tikaf, that is this tent, because he wanted seclusion from the other people after Fajr Salah. So according to the correct view, according to major scholars, the I'tikaf starts before the sunset of 21st night, that is before breaking the fast of the 20th day. When you fast for the 20th day of Ramadan, before you break the fast, before sunset, you start your I'tikaf. And when Sheikh Utaymi, may Allah have mercy on him, when he was asked when should I'tikaf start for the last 10 days, he gave the same reply according to the major group of scholars. It should start before sunset of the 21st night, that is before breaking the fast of the 20th day. And the reasons he gave the same. As far as ending the I'tikaf is concerned, majority of scholars agree that the I'tikaf should end after sunset of the last night of Ramadan. If Ramadan is of 29 days, then after the sunset of the 29th day, that is after the first day of Shawwal start, you should end I'tikaf. If it's 30 days, then after the 30th fast is over, after sunset, the I'tikaf can end. But all the scholars agree unanimously also that it is mustahab, as some of the Sahabas, they did continue even in the night till Eid prayer. So based on this, some of the scholars say it is mustahab. It's encouraged that it should stay even of the night before Eid, that is the first day of Shawwal, and continue i'tikaf, offer Fajr Salah and offer the Eid Salah, and then go back to your family. If you have to offer Eid Salah in somewhere else, in some other place in the Eidgah, you can have a bath, go there, and then go and meet your family. This is preferable. But otherwise, all the scholars agree that the i'tikaf can end after sunset, after the month of Ramadan ends, whether it's 29th or 30th day.
Jazakallah khair, once again, Doctor, for the answer.